Now that we've got our animation started, let's go ahead and add the text to our company and parent that to the group and get that animated, maybe with opacity as well, to kind of start to really build this and make this take shape. Let's jump in and get started. Okay, so here's my animation. I've got my null object, my 3 layers down below here, and that's fine. Let's go up here to the top and grab our text tool. Again, if I click and hold that, I've got horizontal or vertical text. I'm gonna choose horizontal in this particular case, and just click out anywhere here and create a text icon. Now I can start typing, so it's going to be rhythm and time. Why not? There's the name of our company. I'm gonna put that over the top of the cogs just by moving it. And we can go ahead and start looking at the font and everything just like normal. Let's find a good font for this. That's pretty good. So I'm going to use this Sail font, regular. It's white right now. Let's go ahead and change the color of our text just by clicking this icon, and we can maybe make it a little bit more of an antique. Or I don't know, we'll go with that color there. Looks good. And then we can adjust like our text, the size of it. We can adjust the line spacing or the leading, right? We can adjust the, if we're going to have a stroke on it, like a stroke on the text. Let's go ahead and make the stroke white in this particular case. Stroke over fill, let's do fill over stroke. And then maybe make it 3 pixels, there we go. Make our text nice and bold. Let's bring our, there we are. Let's change the color of that stroke to something like, let's go with a gray. Yeah. Okay, and there we are. So if I zoom in here, there is our text, rhythm, and time. I'm not exactly sure if I like that font just yet, but there we are. We've got it started. So now let's go ahead and parent that. How do we do that? Well, that's easy. We could just take the pick whip tool and drag it down. Or again, we could just click this down arrow and choose null 1. And it's starting to scale with that null because it's parented to that. Okay? Let's go ahead and add some effects. Add some, animate the opacity. Now text is a little bit different because you can actually animate the text, the letters individually or the words, as well as the whole layer itself. So if I bring my opacity down, I could animate the opacity as the entire layer. So you have layer-based animations, position, scale, rotation, opacity, but then you also have text and character-based animations within that. So let's take a look here. I've got rhythm and rhyme. I'm going to expand the text layer. Let's go to more options. And here it says by character, per character, normal. Okay, well, let's animate something. How can we animate that? Well, let's click this little triangle or arrow next to animate and choose opacity. And we have this animator 1 come up with range selector and opacity. So if I choose 100%, bring it back to 0, it looks like it's all gone. Believe it or not, it's there. And you kind of have to set that up that way. Now, let's create an animation. Let's start right here. I'm going to move out a little bit in time and create start at 0%, and I'm going to come out to about, say, 3.5 seconds and change 0 to 100. And you can see, just like that, boom, 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 it kind of writes on for ourselves because it's based on character, not letter, line, not word or line or sentence or things like that. So you can see it's just kind of spelt out for us, which isn't bad. We can come up here now, instead of per character palette, say, where is it here? Under advanced, there it is. Instead of percentage characters, let's say characters excluding spaces. So that means it would exclude the space between and time, or rhythm and. I could say words. I'm going to do words this time, or you could even do lines. In this particular case, let's do, let's do lines. I think that'll be nice because then and time will go together. If I do that, rhythm and time, just like that. Not bad at all. So there we've actually animated rhythm and time. Again, we've animated the text-based animation for opacity instead of the layer-based animation for opacity. Remember, I could still animate that, so if I brought the opacity to the layer to 68%, so it has like a little bit of read-through, so it's a little bit transparent, that does not affect the animation we did based on the text. So you have a couple different options there. Now we're getting into compositing. Go ahead and add some text to your animation. Animate that text, bring your image even more to life. In the next lesson, let's go ahead and add some layer styles to this. Maybe add some opacity, like drop shadows and things like that, to really start to bring this to life and make some things stand out. I'll see you there.